Hi YouTube and welcome back to my channel today. Today's video is going to be my summer beauty essentials video, and I have been wanting to sit down and show you guys all of the beauty products that I've been loving recently, especially for the summertime, because as you guys know, with the changing of the seasons, we tend to switch up our makeup products so that way during the summer months, most of us get a bit more oily, and then during the winter months, we tend to stay a little bit more on the dry side. And I have a plethora of beauty and makeup products to show you guys. But before we jump in, I did want to mention that I recently got my hair cut and I have been absolutely loving it. My hairdresser took off 2.5 inches off the bottom and then put some longer layers and then trimmed the bangs around my face. And I blow dried it today, which gave it a lot of volume and made it look super nice. But the last 2 days I let it air dry and it had a lot of volume and texture as well, since the layers are a little bit choppy, and it's just very effortlessly chic. I use less shampoo, it takes less time to style, and I have just been absolutely loving this haircut. I think it works really well with my face shape, and I don't know if you guys agree. Leave a comment down below. If you have, a similar length, let me know how you style it, because I've always looked for like cute little ways to style, like not bobs. I don't know what type of hairstyle this is, but like a shorter, I don't know, it's like to my shoulders. There we go. You guys can see what I'm talking about, right? All right, let's just jump into the products. So I have a ton of makeup products, but I also have some other products that just fall under the realm of beauty category, and those are the ones I'm gonna start off with. The first one being the way that I transport my perfume when I'm on the go, and that is with my favorite Travelers. So I picked up 2 of these on outlook.com, and it came with this cute little magnetic carrying case, and these are my Travelers. They are perfume atomizers. I love them. You take the top off your normal perfume and then you just pump the perfume into these bottles, and you can take these on the go. Right now I have Elizabeth and James Nirvana White, which is a little bit more delicate, Nirvana Black, which is a little bit more sensual. By themselves, they smell fantastic, but together they smell incredible. Like, it smells so good, this combination, and I love to take these on the go. I always refresh my perfume every couple of hours. I mean, I'm sure the scent stays on my body, but I just love to spray perfume on me constantly. And this is how I take them. I normally keep this little travel case in my purse, but if I'm just taking my wallet and my phone, I will take one out individually and throw it in my back pocket, so that way I can refresh my perfume throughout the day. The next product, I know I've mentioned this company before. Some of you guys have actually talked to me in the comments about this brand, and it is Glam Glow. It looks like this. I just have a small foil packet. I love these masks. They are the only masks I found that really like detoxify my skin, and the next day when I'm doing my skincare, it absorbs better and my makeup sits on my face better. I just love Glam Glow. This one is one of my favorites, along with the one that comes in the white packaging that smells like licorice, and I noticed such a huge difference when I use these. Now I do work at Nordstrom, where we do sell Glam Glow, so I normally just get a couple of these foil packages to last me for like a month or two, because I'm very lazy when it comes to masking, which I probably shouldn't be, because I wear makeup very frequently, like 5 or 6 days a week, and then also, I mean, it's just a nice treat, and it like really makes a huge difference in my skin. But for some reason, I only seem to mask like once every like 2 or 3 weeks. But when I do take the time to mask, I always use Glam Glow because it works so well. Another product is a product that I feel like no one talks about, but I have to mention this for you guys who have a problem with your pencil sharpeners. So I recently got the NARS one, and it is amazing. I have bought every pencil sharpener like that the cosmetic industry does sell, and I normally have the Sephora ones and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, but the NARS, okay, well, it just fell on the ground, but you guys already saw it a few times. The NARS one doesn't eat your eye pencils or your lip pencils. It sharpens them to such a great like fine point tip without it just snapping off. So I've been loving the NARS pencil sharpener, and it is just like in 3 pieces on the ground, but it's not broken, don't worry. Moving along now into the makeup and skincare products. You guys know that I have been using SPF a lot recently. In the past, I want to say couple months, I have made sure to wear it every single day, and I finally found an SPF that I adore, which is the Chanel UV Essential SPF 50. So it looks like this, and it does come in SPF 30 as well, but I use 50 because I really want to protect my face. I did not use sunscreen for the longest time. The 3 tours that I was deployed to the Middle East, I didn't use sunscreen, like ever. And I noticed that I developed a lot of sunspots, and now that I'm getting older, I've noticed that I have wrinkles coming through, which is fine. I mean, I'm getting older, the wrinkles are going to happen, but anything I can do to protect my face from aging like at a more accelerated rate, I want to do so while I'm still like a bit on the not as mature skin. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I want to prevent everything instead of having to treat it later on. So I've been using this every single day for probably the past like 3 weeks or a month, and I've been loving it. It's not oily, it's not greasy, it doesn't make my makeup slip and slide after I put this on, after my skincare routine, and it's really amazing. It doesn't leave a white cast. The one thing I want to mention though, it is fragrance. Like their foundation based products, it has a pretty strong fragrance. So I would suggest going to a Chanel counter and getting a sample of this before you go ahead and purchase it, only because this is a luxury line, and I want to say this sunscreen is like in the $50 range, and it is an investment, but I mean, it's to take care of your skin, and I mean, to me, it's well worth the investment. I also want to disclose that I got this as gratis from work, but once I am done using up this bottle, I'm definitely going to go ahead and repurchase it because I have been absolutely loving it, and I plan on wearing SPF every single day between now and the rest of my life. Now we have a ton of makeup products. So the first thing is a foundation. You guys already know what it is. Like, I'm willing to bet that you already know which one I'm going to show you, but it is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and it looks like this. I purchased the pump separately, but it's great because I only need 2 pumps for my face and I don't waste anything. This stuff is like my ride or die, holy grail, most favorite foundation year round. It just works amazing for my skin. You guys know I have oily skin, and this stuff keeps me demi matte throughout the whole entire day. I absolutely love it. Mine is an NC20. It is a bit light, but this is like my normal shade. Right now, I just self-tanned a lot, and that's why I'm like so tan. And I also self-tanned my face. I just took that mitt and I just went all over my face because I'm sick of, on the days that I don't wear makeup, that my face is super white and the rest of my body is very tan. So my favorite, it just works really well during the summertime. I bring this into the fall, into the winter, into the spring. It's just my favorite holy grail foundation. So I figured I should mention it and show you guys, but I know you've already seen it before. Now moving right along into concealer. This is one of my favorites, and I know that there was a lot of hype on this brand and this product, and then I kind of saw it disappear, but I mean, this is still one of my tried and trues, and it is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's the HD one. This one is in the shade Natural, and it does a fantastic job. There's a swatch. It's very opaque. I use it underneath my eyes, down the center of my face, like right in between my brows and on my forehead, and then on my chin. I blend it out, and it just makes those areas look very bright and highlighted and concealed. And the best part is it's like $3. I normally get mine through drugstore.com, but I know that you can buy these in stores as well. So once you blend it out, it's very creamy and it doesn't crease, and it's like, you can already see the swatch. It's very like medium to full coverage, which I love because I don't have a lot of darkness underneath my eyes, but if I want to use a product to correct something or brighten, like, it better correct and brighten, or else I'm just not going to, you know, put it in my makeup routine. So I love this stuff. I have it in like 4 or 5 shades. I have some of these in my freelance kit as well, and they always look flawless on people. So moving along, I have so many makeup products to show you guys. How about contour? I was always I was always a fan of powdered contour. I tried to say fan and pan at the same time. So, but this year I tried cream contour because I thought it was going to be easier. It was going to look more natural, and I picked up this product a while ago. You guys know that I want to say I mentioned it in a products I did not like or did not work for me, but I've been using it again during summertime and I love it. It is the CoverGirl Indolay Concealer Balm, and mine is in the shade 360 medium/deep. It looks like this, and you just need the tiniest bit because look how creamy and pigmented it is. So it's what I have to, like, in my contour right now. I love this stuff. It's super easy. I just do my foundation and then I do my contour because I set it with a powder contour, just like a little tiny bit of bronzer. But what I do is I buff it in with the Chanel No. 8 fluid powder foundation brush. And this is just dense enough that you can buff it in and it looks super natural on the face. I love it. And I remember I picked this up on sale. I don't even know if they still sell this particular one. I want to say it was like being phased out and discontinued, but you guys know the deal. The drugstore has tons of concealer sticks that twist up like this. Just get one in a shade that's a few shades darker than your natural like skin tone and it will work. I promise you guys, I've been thoroughly enjoying this product, and all I do is take a little bit of my bronzer and pop it on top to set it. Speaking of bronzer, this is the bronzer that I've been using. This I know you guys know because it is my all-time favorite. It is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and as you can tell, I've used a ton of it. Tons. I use it every single day. I mean, it has so much product in it. I feel like I normally go through a bronzer in like under a month and a half, 2 months, but this one, he's very densely packed in the pan, so he has been lasting for quite some time. I love it. It's not orange, it's not super cool toned. It's the perfect color to either bronze up your entire face or like chisel out your contour. So this is like a 2-for-1 type of deal. Physicians Formula is one of my favorite brands from the drugstore. They are cruelty free. The one thing I want to mention though is their price point is a bit higher than other drugstore brands. Like these bronzers go normally, I think I pick mine up at CVS. Now I normally have a coupon, but without one, these retail for like $15 to like $17 or $18, which that's kind of pricey for a drugstore product, but I definitely think this brand is well worth the investment because these products are absolutely fantastic. They are just as good as some of my high-end bronzers in my, you know, makeup arsenal that I have. Now, for a highlighter, I'm all about that glow. I feel like my glow is super strong today. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting or maybe it's just that I over apply it every single time I put it on the tops of my cheekbones. But the one that I've been loving during the summertime is first, I am sorry to mention, it is limited edition from MAC. But I do work for MAC, so I want to let you guys know a little secret. Number one, a lot of limited edition products become re-promoted in another like collection later on. So this is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Perfect Topping. It is beautiful. It has lilac and peach and cream all swirled around. Together they just make this beautiful highlight. The other thing I want to mention is if you do absolutely love something from MAC and you don't see it, then what you can do is you can call the MAC corporate hotline. It is like called Lost But Not Forgotten. Just Google it and MAC will find if there is any of that product left in any MAC stores or MAC counters across this, like across the corporate company. They will find it for you and you just buy it from them directly. So anything that was limited edition or discontinued that was your all-time holy grail favorite, try Lost But Not Forgotten and you might be in luck. I recommend that to customers and clients all the time, and a lot of times they'll like either call back or come visit me and be like, oh, I was able to like, you know, purchase 2 or 3 of them. They were able to track it down, and it's just like a happy ending for everyone because I hate having that conversation with people like, oh no, this is your favorite, this is like your favorite of all time. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was discontinued and we no longer have any of it in stock. So I always try to, you know, tell them about Lost But Not Forgotten because it just, if it can help one person find their favorite discontinued shade, then I feel like I've done my part as a makeup artist. Now, moving on, this eyeshadow palette is a rediscovered love, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I believe it's called the Catwalk palette, and it looks like this. So as you can tell, I really like the lighter shades, and like maybe the last 2 weeks I've been using this one in this shade, and I love it. I have both of these on my lid today with a little bit of a darker one from the Too Faced chocolate palette in my crease, but these shades are beautiful. I actually use this shade right here as a highlight sometimes. Like I will mix this one with this shade or this one with this shade, and it just looks really monochromatic as a look. I have been loving this palette. I will say the quality of Anastasia shadows got better as the company progressed. This is one of the original palettes and it is chalky. Like I will say it is very chalky and it has a lot of fallout, but I still really love the shades in this palette. Just don't know what I'm going to do once I use up all the light shades, because I mean the darker shades I do like, but quality wise they're not fantastic, and I have so many other shades that look very similar, so we'll see what happens. Now moving on to brows. This has been a game changer. You guys know the struggle with my brows. I used to have like crazy brows. I used to be all about having such a strong, fierce eyebrow, and I feel like I still do, but this brow product is fantastic. It's one of the best I've ever tried, and the best part is A, you can find it at the drugstore if you go to Ulta, and B, it's super cheap. It's $2.99. So it is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara, and it looks like this, and it has like the tiniest little like brush, which is perfect for just combing the inner portions without applying too much product. It is fantastic. It is a little bit cool toned. Now they only have 2 shades, but my sister has platinum blonde hair and she uses the lighter one. As you can tell, I have dark deep hair. I use the dark one and I love it. It is just the best brow gel, and I love the little brush, and I love the fact that it's $2.99, and it's amazing. So if you haven't checked out the Essence one, definitely give it a shot. This is one of my favorite brow gels that I've ever tried in my entire life. Now, I really do like the MAC brow gels as well, and they have a small brush too, but the Anastasia one I used to love when I had my auburn like red hair, but the brush is like a full-size mascara brush, and I don't understand how people who have skinnier brows than me are able to comb that brush through their brows without getting product all over like their eyes. So check this out because it is fantastic and you can't beat the price. Now, the last few items I have are pretty much all eye items and lip items and 2 makeup brushes. So, the first makeup brush is the MAC 130, which I use for foundation. I probably should have showed you when I showed you my foundation bottle, but this stuff is like a match made in heaven. This duo fiber is fantastic for blending out foundation. Now, by duo fiber, it just means that there's natural and synthetic bristles, and it picks up the right amount of product without like pushing too much of the liquid foundation into your brush, and it dispenses it so much more evenly, in my opinion, than like the flat paneled foundation brushes. So I've been loving this brush. I use this every single time when I do my makeup recently. I mean, it's between this and then the MAC 188, which is the duo fiber brush that has longer bristles, and then at work, majority of the time, this is the brush that I use on clients because it just gives your foundation that flawless finish without being streaky or cakey. It just makes it look absolutely fantastic, and I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite brushes to use for all different types of foundations. And then the other brush is one that LS sent me in our swap. Was it last year or the year before? I honestly can't remember. But this is by Quo, and it is the face contour brush. This brush is amazing. The bristles are soft, but they're still a bit dense, so that way you can really chisel out your contour without like it spreading all over your entire face. So been loving this brush. This is how I set my contour with this bronzer. I'll just take a little bit right here, and then I feel like I have to do the other side. There we go. So I've been loving this brush and this bronzer together, and then I have some eye products, and then we are done, folks. So for eye products, you guys know normally I go for a neutral eye. This is very dramatic, like this eye look that I have going on, but normally I go for a neutral eye with a pop of color when it comes to my liner. So this is one of my favorite liners. It is by Milani and it is very small. I believe this is the aqua shade in the Milani liquid eye liner. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna do a swatch for you guys. It's so beautiful, and every time I wear this I get compliments from like my friends or just from random people. They're just always like, I love that eyeliner, and I'm like, go to the drugstore because it is relatively cheap, and normally CVS will do like buy one get one half off on Milani, so you can get like this one or the purple one, or if you just want a black one. But I really like the colorful ones, and this is one of my favorites. And then speaking of black eyeliners, I have one to show you guys that has totally changed my wing liner game, and it is the Dolly Wink eyeliner that I picked up at H Mart downtown Boston because I love H Mart. It is a Korean supermarket. I love Korean food. You know, I am Korean and all, but this eyeliner is fantastic. I have used it so much that I think it's kind of, I want to do a swatch for you guys. Yeah, as you can tell, it's kind of drying out, but it's because I use it constantly. It's what I normally use to do my wings, and I mean, I really like the way this works. This is, in my opinion, just as good, if not better, than the Kat Von D. It's a brush tip liner. The only disadvantage to this one is that you can't just go to the store and pick it up at Sephora or anything, because, or do they sell Dolly Wink? I feel like, no, I don't think they do. This liner is like roughly around the same price point. I want to say it was like $19 or $20. And every time I go to H Mart, I'm going to try to remember to pick one of these up because I don't want to be without it now that it is one of my all-time favorites. And then two mascaras that I have been absolutely loving all summer long. They are both by MAC, and they both launched in the last couple months. So the one that I've been loving for my top lashes is the MAC Instacurl Lash. So it's very funky looking. And then you unscrew it, and that is the wand and the brush head. Now, when you want to get on your inner corner and your outer corner, you just hold this part and you twist it and watch the brush head. See how it twists up? Like the brush physically twists. So that way you don't even have to move your hand, you just move the brush. Well, you do have to move your hand, but you don't have to like contort it into a bunch of different angles. So I've been loving this. This is my all-time second favorite mascara. It is Plastic Bristle. You guys know I love plastic bristles because it helps separate my like 4 lashes that I have, and it just keeps them like long, and it creates length and volume, and this one really does curl your lashes. So this is my second favorite compared to the MAC in Extreme Dimension, which is my first favorite. And then my bottom lashes, I was never a huge fan of having a separate mascara for my bottom lashes. I always thought it was a bit gimmicky, like why do you need 2 mascaras? But I have 4 lashes on my upper lash line. I have about 1 on my bottom lash line. So this one is fantastic. It is the Pro Beyond Twisted Lash, and the brush is so small, but it's great for getting your bottom lashes without hitting your lash line or like where your concealer is and having it transfer and get all over the place. So I've been loving these two, and I mean, I have to wear mascara every day or else it just looks very odd wearing eye makeup with no mascara because my lashes are so small and like just non-existent. It's like Asian lash problems, I suppose. But moving on to a happier note, the last couple things I have to show you are the lip products, and it is the lip combination I have on now that I've been wearing so much. So the first thing is the lip liner, and this is MAC's Boldly Bare lip liner. It's just like a neutral nudie pink color. There is a swatch of it. And then on top, to get this more like neutral nude shade, I've been using this lipstick and I love it. You guys are gonna be like, really? It is from the Trolls collection that MAC launched, and it is in the shade Can't Be Tamed. It is a cream sheen formulation, and yes, it is bright green. But as you can tell, I've been using it with my Boldly Bare, so that's why it's pink. So when you put it on over a neutral lip liner, see? It creates the prettiest neutrally nude lip combination. But if you were to wear it by itself and build it up, yeah, it's lime green. But the green neutralizes the pink in the lip liner, so I've really been loving this look. I've been wearing it every single day. And two other lip liners that I really enjoy wearing with this lipstick are by MAC as well. One is Subculture, which is this shade right there. And the other one is a bit deeper, and it is called Hover. And this shade right there. So, as you can tell, I love MAC lip liners. Like, all of my lip liners are little baby nubs, and it's because I use lip liner every single day. A lot of the time I will line my lips and fill my lips in entirely, and maybe like throw a gloss or a light lipstick, like a cream sheen formulation on top, and it just makes my lipstick stay all day without having to reapply it, which I do like, because working in cosmetics, I just really don't have the time to like run to the bathroom and reapply my lip liner or my lipstick. And we are not allowed to like do our makeup on the sales floor, which is completely understandable, because we should be focusing on helping customers and clients with their makeup needs. So I just throw this on, and then, I mean, it lasts for hours and hours. And I always get compliments because I normally wear a nude lip. But now that we're going into the fall, I've really been liking burgundy lips. So I'm going to try those out because I have a ton of darker shades, and I feel like we're at that point where we can almost transition to a deeper lip. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are ready for the fall to begin, because I think I am. Like, it's still very hot up here, but I kind of want to wear like boots and stuff. So, all right, that is it from me. I know this was a very talkative and rambling video, but I really like filming these types of videos for you guys. I feel like I get to sit down, you know, enjoy my drink, which is, this is the Nutella, like cashew chocolate hazelnut drink. It's so good. And I want to say, it's like not really that bad for you. It's kind of like the healthier version of chocolate milk. So that is it for me. I actually have to get ready to go to work in a little bit, but I think I want to make some vegetable ramen for lunch, because that's all I've been craving the last day and a half. So that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your type of favorite summer beauty products are, or if you just want to chat, say hello. I'm getting better at writing back to the comments. I just like kind of respond back to a bunch amount of time, and then I take a hiatus. But only because, I mean, my MacBook, did I tell you guys how my MacBook broke? And then my friend Mike, who's like super into IT and he does all this technical stuff, fixed it, and then it fell off my bed and it had like the death screen and never turned back on. Then my brother-in-law, the savior of computers, ordered all new parts and it's working again. So I'm able to upload. But like, I had to take a little break because like you couldn't even turn on the computer. Like you could hear the noise go dun dun, the Apple noise, but the screen, nothing at all. And then my mouse pad on my MacBook was completely shattered, so it was just bad. Yeah, so that's my story, and now I'm gonna go have lunch. I hope you guys had a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!